Mr. Davis, welcome to the latest episode of Cut to the Chase, and I'll drink to that. So today we're talking about buyers, but most importantly, what do you do, how to build trust, and of course, buyers. I would say 10 to 20% of all buyers are actually vendors or their own property. So what can we do to get a listing or trying to get the foot in the door?
Always, and as we say, it's that beautiful little, and good whiskey too, in real estate. You know, people are doing their research on you, right? And if you want to change your business, you got to change your words. So what are some of those initial dialogues and scripts you're having when you meet people for the very first time? And clearly you have to look like $1 million, and then you have to talk like $1 million, but it's got to be genuine conversation. If they feel too scripted, they're like, right, this feels like a charlatan, like some slick Charlie that's trying to get his claws into me. So when someone comes and meets you at an open home, Diego, what are some of the words that you're having with them? Hi, you know, it's an auction property, you know, how much does the owner want?
Yeah, that's right. So for me, it's about having those templates. So the moment somebody inquires by text message, by email, I've got already, it's saved, replied to give everyone. So if I have a support agent or someone else in my team, we're always on the same page. Starts with that, right?
Yep.
Now, as soon as the open home finishes, they get an automated text message from the iPad. We use H1 on you know, doesn't matter whatever you use, but it should be automatic text message with a link to the documents. So as soon as the open home finishes,
Okay.
at the same time, they get an email with all the documents as well.
And that's automated.
Well, you kind of got to do it, but you know, it's there and it
Yes.
takes about 30 seconds, right?
But the key is all the team are sending the same one, right?
That's
So
right.
everyone's
That's
treated
right.
the same by treating them differently, right? But they get the same info.
That's right. So
Right.
open home finishes, they get a text message, they get an email. And of course, by the end of the day or by Sunday, we'll give them a phone call. So if they miss the phone calls, we then send them a message, which is always the same sort of template with the property address and all of that. So you see the communication is on top of it. So by the time you speak with them on Monday, Tuesday, and if you can't get hold of them on Sunday, they already got 3 points of contact.
See, my point, right? Well, I used to love when I'd run an open home and I'd ring them back at sort of 4 or 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon and go, I bet I'm the first agent to ring you back. Yeah, you are, right? Time's money, speed is the new currency. So I used to love ringing them back. Like, you had to be first in my book.
Yeah.
See, I'm old school. I used to write them a note. It was a real pleasure meeting you today, Diego, at the open home. Look forward to the possibility of being your agent in the future.
Beautiful.
So what happened on Monday, Tuesday, they were getting that note. It was like a little present. It was just a little bit of class, because all you're trying to do, right, is show up all the other agents that you're just that little bit better.
Yeah.
So either as a buyer or as a seller, they're going, mate, I want that guy, that girl on my side in selling.
That's right. And it starts from as well, if you get a private viewing request, you know, and somebody calls in, I'll get them a text message straight away. I'll send them a calendar invite. And as soon as I show them the property, then I send them the document and I'll put it in my calendar to give them a call the morning after. Now, for me, of course, it's about selling the property, but hey, let's call it for what it is. It's about as well the potential of listing someone else's property. So you got to be onto it, and you can't come to you can't get somebody to come to the open home and say, Aaron, have you got a property to sell? Let me come and sell it for you. People say, bugger off, just stand back, show them that you're good at working with a buyer, and then when you actually say, so are you in a position that you're ready to buy, or do you need to sell? Oh, we might have to sell. Would you like me to come and have a look at the property? Just give you a bit of an idea. We already saw 3 agents. That's fine, that's good. You always got to see 3 or 4 agents.
I welcome the comparison.
That's right. Let me show you what I can do, and then you can compare it, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I'm the best in the business. So you really want to hear what I have to say. Anyway, whatever you need to say, but you can only say that once you got the trust.
Yes. One of the scripts that I love doing is just saying, hey, Diego, where do you live? Where do you live?
Riverhead.
Street?
Coatesville, Riverhead Highway.
I won't ask the number, but you know, they give you the number, go, hey, look, the great news, I've had a cancellation this afternoon at 3 to 3:30. I can call past.
Yeah.
Just let you know where it sits in the money, where it sits in the market.
Yeah.
So it helps you make an informed decision, so
That's
you can
right.
make it a good decision moving forward. So then one of the things that I used to love too with buyers was it was an opportunity as soon as you meet them when they want to talk price, and usually they do, right? Whether it's auction or not, they want to know, and you want them to know how much you know about the market. So that's when you've got to tell them the intel. Now, for someone like you, really easy to do. I'm just looking at your sales board over here with 15 sales or something on it for the month. But for new agents, they've just got to learn their facts. So when you're talking price, hey, really happy to talk price. Understand my reputation's on the line, Diego, every time that I talk price. and then you just tell them how much you know about the sales and the market intel, and then you've got them on board.
That's right. That's right. It's about showing what's sold in the market, but at the end of the day, you don't want to scare them away. Give them an indication. That's a starting point. But hey, look, what would you be prepared to pay? You know, are you happy with the 3-month settlement? Are you happy with the 10% deposit? Ask those questions, even if you know they're not ready to buy, but ask those questions so they can see that you're onto it. Because hey, if they need to sell, guess what? If you're the most onto it, you're going to get into the door. And another thing that we've been doing recently before we wrap it up is with the team, we sort of say a lot of people are sort of a bit of standoffish. They get asked a lot of time, would you like an appraisal and all of that? So what we do to get a foot in the door, we are going to say, would you like a digital appraisal? I don't have to come to the property, because by that point you got the email address, you got the phone number.
Right? It's not, you're not coming to the house.
That's right. Give me your address and I'll give you a digital appraisal. Have you got any rentals? So you do that, it takes 5 minutes, you email it to them. Next thing you know, when you call them back, it's like, what do you think of the price? Oh, it wasn't really accurate because we've done some renovation. It's like, oh, fair enough. Let me come and have a look at it a little bit. Let me be a little bit more accurate. Foot in the door.
Beautiful. So to wrap it up, look like $1 million, talk like $1 million, know your facts, and go and get the sale, go and get the listing.
See you next time. Thank you very much, Mr. Davis.
Bottoms up.